Okay, so welcome to the fourth event of Flutter Festival 2022 Romania, in which we are creating a mobile app for our partner GDG Cluj-Napoca, which is helping us organizing everything from this 5-event series on Flutter Festival. So about Flutter Festival, I like to, and I always like to start with this. So I will be sharing my screen for playing the official video of Flutter Festival. I hope we have sound. Okay. Let me check because last time, okay, we had some problems. So I'll be playing the video now.
Attention, all passengers. Special announcement. New destinations have been announced. Please be advised and plan accordingly. All aboard.
Yeah, so Flutter festivals are happening all over the world. So make sure that you check other events, search for other Flutter Festival events. Each country, and actually there are plenty of cities in other countries that are having meetups and they are organizing events related on Flutter. I don't know, Flutter development, Flutter learning and everything. So Flutter Festival started on January 20th and it will end on 30th of April 2022. We, the Romanians, we created a 5 event series of live coding mostly because personally I'm the host, but I'm not the best Flutter programmer that you guys can meet. So I saw there are a lot of comments from people that they want to help and they are like more experienced in Flutter. And I invite you all, if you want to give a speech here or if you want to share with us something related to Flutter, and especially if you're an expert, just write a message on the Meetup group, and I will be gladly consider it. And yeah, we need a lot of experienced people. I'm not the best one. The single I don't know advantage here is like I know how to program in other languages, and we try together to find paths in which to solve the different features, different tasks. So mostly in this session, as the others, we learned together and we mostly work together. We had a really big help from Adrian, from Voicu, and I don't want to miss someone. So yeah, thank you all for helping us. Unfortunately, Liviu, which is a really good Flutter developer, is not with us. He is not feeling good. So Liviu is one of the mentors, but he will answer you guys on the Discord channel, that is into the event page. And I will be sharing the link with you after the introduction. Okay, so until now we have this app here, which is created from scratch, and we have the splash screen in which we load an event. We have the home screen and a drawer. We listed the events here. We discussed about routing in Flutter and how can we navigate to different screens. Also, we talked about SVGs, PNGs, packages, widgets, stateful, stateless, a lot of information here. You can find all the videos from the past sessions on our Flutter Romania Meetup channel on YouTube. I'm uploading everything there. Okay, don't forget about the Discord group. Everything that we code here Um, 1 second, because I want to share this with you. It's posted on a GitHub repository. So let's do, oh my God, what is here? Okay, so actually you can find all this info on the Flutter page, Flutter Meetup page. So your events, let's see, this is the event now. And here in the description, you can find the Discord channel, which I'm copying and posting it to the chat right now. If I see where the chat is on my screen. Okay, I don't see the chat now. Let me stop sharing 1 second to post the message. Come on, I don't have any Zoom chat. Oh, chat, okay. So this is the Discord channel, and also the repository is here. I'm posting the GitHub repository. Oh, 1 second. Okay. I have the 60% keyboard, which is like crazy. So, okay, the Discord channel and the GitHub repository, and also I'm pasting here the YouTube channel. Okay. Everybody happy?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, good. So I want to thank you very much to the volunteers that organized it, helped organizing this. So it was about Liviu, Andrea Tudorache, myself, why not, and Octavian Hasna and Andrei Muntean from GDG Cluj-Napoca. Okay, so let's go and code a little. This is our code base now. Basically, yeah, we code like Flutter teach us everything into the lib folder. So when you go to the main file, you can see here the routes that we declared and the screens. We created all the screens into the screens folder, yeah, which mostly they're the splash screen seems to be a stateful widget, also the home screen, and also the event screen. So we are going stateful everywhere. We are not using any state management for the moment. We are just trying to make it work. You know, the best way to develop software, especially if you're a beginner or something, is like following this path, make it work, then make it good, and then make it fast. So we are now making it work. Okay, I want to see you guys. Oh, we are 9 people. Okay, and we also created this event model with this method here that helps us to translate a JSON object to an event model object, and also to serialize it back. Okay, what we do today, if I'm able to move this bar, oh, this is perfect. Okay, so basically, if we search for GDG Cluj-Napoca, there is a group. So remember that we discussed last time about the Hatch community from Bucharest. So there are 2 days left to save the group. So okay, we have Google developer group Bucharest now. So, oh, okay, we have to find it in Cluj-Napoca, Romania, which is like the Silicon Valley of Romania. Voiku is somehow approving without approving. Okay, so this is their page. And if we take a look here, they are having an upcoming event, which is our event. And also they have some past events. So we need to find a way to retrieve this data into our app and list all the events and also present the same into mostly the same manner that is on meetup.com in our app. So when I was creating this session with Liviu in the beginning, we were like, okay, let's find Meetup.com API, how hard it can be. And yeah, there is an API introduction, but it's not so clear if you need, because there are more ways to access this API. So mostly if you want to integrate this API with an auth authentication, we need to set up a client, and this will stay in pending forever. And also, for me, it's like staying in pending for too long. And also you need to have a pro account, which is paid. And I don't really know exactly if you have to have a pro account for a single group and you can use the API for that specific group, or if you have a pro account, you can use the API for all groups on meetup.com. So this is not so specific. Probably I missed the information. And also, there is this GraphQL API. I know the term GraphQL, but I never used GraphQL. So yeah, my mistake. So I find this pretty hard to understand right away. So I try to somehow find a path. And there are two misses here. So they say like migrating from REST. And I saw this CURL call for like, this seems to be a tag for a group, and this is an endpoint, and this seems to be an ID. And I was like, okay, would this work if I'm checking it? So let's give it a try. For this, I'm using an API client. Most developers, I think, uses one of those solutions. So it is about Postman. Postman, it's a really great utility that helps us create collections and simulate the behavior for an API. 1 second to move Postman here. Okay, so basically this is an interface here. Let's close all the tabs and start from beginning. Let's do this together. So what I found was this endpoint of Meetup protest group with the endpoint the endpoint events. And I was like, okay, because here it's Meetup protest group, I have to start a pro subscription. It seems that you don't have to start these pro subscriptions if you're using the REST API. So again, a little confusion here. Okay, and what you have to do, because here it's a purely a CRL call, this means like by default, this is a GET request. Yeah, we create the same request here. We use the get method. For those that are familiar with, I don't know, consuming APIs, we have different methods like get, post, put, patch, delete, and everything that probably needs to use if you want to simulate an API. So they have this endpoint here, and let's see what is the answer. So it feels like there's an empty answer here, but this tag here goes somewhere to leads to the idea that we need to actually take the tag from GDG Cluj, which is here. Okay, so let's put it instead of Meetup protest group. And if I'm sending the request, I see that I have a JSON response. And I was like, oh my God, so this is working. Let's find more about the REST API on meetup.com. And this leads to the second problem, Meetup.com REST API. Yeah, whatever, schema or documentation. And wherever you are going, they are forcing you to go to the GraphQL page, where the only REST API endpoint that is documented is just this one. And actually this one is mentioned here by making you understand how to convert a REST API endpoint to a GraphQL request. And I was like, okay, but I need to see more about events. I need to see variables. How can I extend a query here to get upcoming and also past events? Because if I'm by default, it seems like this is an upcoming event and it is the only one, but I want the past events for my app. So I tried until I got into, I think this, which is actually a WordPress plugin, which integrates this endpoint somewhere into, like 10 years ago, this was developed. And I was trying to find here some details about documentation. And I found this endpoint here that is mentioned into a comment. And I had this idea, there is a website that keeps history and tracking for most websites from the web. I don't know if you know this. It is called webarchive.org. And I was like, okay, if this endpoint was publicly documented, probably there is a huge chance to find the old documentation on the same documentation, on the same endpoint. If I'm checking this now, probably I'm redirected back to the GraphQL API, which I'm not understanding. I tried converting you. Okay, so I made a submission here, and yeah, this is what I found. The old documentation of the Meetup.com API that still works. So I found my way to document the REST API. And yeah, we can now go here into the right column. You can see all the endpoints, really good documented for all the requests. So if we go for the events, yeah, let's see. It loads pretty hard, but I think this is a 2017 website. So yeah, okay. So it says everything about description fields, how the response is created on the REST API. And I wanted to give it a try. And I found that we can actually call the events and update the query for, let's check the documentation. So events. Okay, let's see. There is a status, I think, which is an array. One second. Let's see about status, something. So this is a public status, play status. So we have here status, upcoming and past. Okay, let's update our query. Status, upcoming, comma, past. Send. What? Oh, sorry. Wrong get request. Okay, so now we have all the events from GDG Cluj-Napoca without using actually GraphQL. Another method to actually make this happen, like, I don't know, if they cancel the REST API, our app will not work anymore. So probably we need to go to integrate GraphQL. So you can follow along the documentation. And also I found out that it is a very nice package on Flutter on pub.dev, which is related to GraphQL. You can integrate GraphQL there. You can set up queries. It's pretty well documented. And yeah, you need to understand how this works. So I don't know, guys, can you raise your hand who knows actually what GraphQL is and how to create a query in this? Okay, so we all have the same problem. Okay, thank you very much. So we have Alex. And it is easy to learn, Alex?
Yeah, it's easy. You need to. It's actually very some guy. The story behind the GraphQL was like that. So nobody respects the REST API because you need to have a description of every call, whatever, and anybody is actually doing a remote procedure call over the HTTP. So it's not REST anymore. So why not like call it that way, and send your query as a parameter for your request. So actually, it's invented by Facebook. You create this kind of query, and you post that query, and you have one single endpoint. So you will not have every method mapped to some endpoint. You will send a query like that, and you will get a response. But you should find an editor that is called Graphical. Can you search on Google for
Sure.
for this kind of GraphQL editor?
Like this, graphical.
Yeah, just search for the graphical editor. No, GraphQL edit.
Okay.
Yep, they should have
Let's see.
kind of
GraphQL Playground. Is this?
yeah, and they should
Okay.
have something like an editor.
Apollo?
No. The Apollo is the client.
GraphQL Playground on Apollo. Is this working?
Yeah, it's something like that. Let me search for it. But
you have a link in the in the chat.
Okay, I have a link in the chat. If I find the chat when I'm screen sharing, I can find the chat.
Just write graphicaleditor.com.
Oh, I found the chat. So it is easier for me. It is easier for me to open it. I'm so bad at spelling. So, okay. Building a GraphQL API just got a lot easier. Oh, this is for me.
Maybe get started.
Okay. So, yep. Okay, let's go on GitHub. I always trust GitHub. So you'll be redirected to the, okay.
And now you should be able to configure somehow this sandbox to use the Meetup URL, and you will be able to actually do
this. But I want to ask you something here because it feels like now. So it is not very clear for me if I have to pay for this info for meetup.com or not. And look, they are having this GraphQL Playground here. Okay,
that's what you need actually.
Okay, so I saw that GraphQL schema, or I don't know. No, the first call. 1 second.
It's kind of self-descriptive.
So okay, so yeah, this is a single endpoint that they're having. Yeah, but this authorization token, this bearer token, should be obtained just.
You need to do your server flow.
Yeah, and I did that. I created my client and it stays in pending, and I had to pay for this. So
maybe,
yeah, that's a problem related to their business model probably, or they are keeping the REST API until all the apps are migrating to the GraphQL. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure they will not.
So basically, I'm not having this token, you know, because my app is not proved. So I can't use.
Don't they give you some testing token?
No.
That's weird.
Maybe at that settings link, don't you have something there? Maybe.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Probably I missed a lot of information.
Yeah.
So what do we have here? We have apps. Oh. Official Meetup apps, Meetup for Android. So this is just about revoking access. The Meetup API and goes back. So it doesn't seem to have like.
What I meant is go to the auto clients. God damn my English. At client, no. That page was good.
Yeah. Okay.
At clients.
Yeah. Here? No.
Yeah.
You don't have anything here.
No token.
So yeah, let's not lose more time on this. Basically, I think if they approve your app, you can go on a more complex flow than just using the REST API. I also found this manner, which was pretty interesting, and this is why what I decided to go with LiveView for when we designed this session. So basically, if you take a look into the console, there are API calls made. So let's clear this up, and yeah, let's go for the main page. Yeah, so there are also GraphQL queries. We took this, we somehow, I don't know, we converted this into a lot of stuff until we somehow found the endpoints to query all the events. And yeah, it seems that this is working without any authentication. So you can use directly their call because this is public info, and they are not having any CRRF when you go like unauthenticated, and probably they don't need this. So if I'm going like that, yeah, and if I go for this page particularly, come on, okay, basically I can use these calls without any problem to, yeah. But we go for what we found, our gold REST API, which is pretty easy to understand. It feels nice on GraphQL as far as I understood. You can't miss actually the model. So when you ask for, I don't know, parameters, you can ask specifically for what you need to get back and what you need to query for. So yeah, it feels like pretty nice.
But look, if you go back to the editor, just go to GraphQL Playground, and instead of event ID just put the event ID for this Flutter meetup, for our Flutter meetup. It's 2846.
I have it in Postman. So let's take one. Let's take this one. Progressive webhooks.
You will get the info. Now click play.
Yeah. And also they are. You can retrieve the image. You can retrieve some data that you don't have in REST API.
I suppose whatever you can get via REST and is not restricted, you will be able to get it from GraphQL as well, without having to get a token.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like this needs to be more clear than that. If I copy this, can I see how it looks like? Oh. I thought that they are giving the entire query. Okay, let's go forward. We will be integrating based on what I found. So I found mostly the data that we need. I just haven't found the featured image, but I found a really nice HTML description, and I want to use it into the HTML package for rendering in Flutter. Okay, so we have this endpoint here, which is called GGG Cluj events with the status for upcoming and past. Let's stay for a little on upcoming because it responds with one single event. Hopefully, yeah. And let's parse this to yeah, for our to be exactly as our model. So here we have the event name. There are two ways we can use this the same event model that we already have. Where is it? Okay, is this working actually? Let's see. So yeah, we can use the same model just by converting the to JSON method to pass the parameters that we have from Meetup.com, or we can start from scratch. It doesn't seem to be very complicated as as an object. So let's go and create it from scratch, or actually convert this. Yeah, we don't need to JSON anymore. We are not creating any requests to, so we are just having GET requests and we are parsing the data. We are not sending any JSON data to other APIs. So we have here the event name, event description, date, and event status. This is what will be showing into this list. And then when you'll be clicking on an event, there will be another request of showing, and we'll be showing the event page with the container that looks very nice. So let's see, we have here the name. Instead of event name, let's put just name. And also this is a property that comes into JSON with the name. Okay. Let's see here, the status is just status, not event status. So we can also, I think we can rename it, rename symbol. Okay, perfect. Okay, and going further, probably we need the date also. This flag here, online or not, is important. Let's see. This is a description, the HTML description that I want to put it in place. Okay, let's get from here what we need. The description, as we talked. So description. If it's function 2. Oh, this is nice. Description. And also the event date that we can parse from this timestamp. We can take the, let's see, local date and local time. Oh, this is, we have to check if this time is actually the local date and local time. Let's see. So for those that don't know what is a timestamp, actually a timestamp is, what? Alexa? Sorry. A timestamp is like a number that is counting the seconds from 1st of January 1970 until this particular moment. So convert. It is. Okay, it seems like, yeah, they are not applying the time zone difference. So we need to add 2 more hours to it. Or we can use, because we are not sorting by date or something, we can use the information that we have into JSON directly. So we can use this directly. Yeah. Okay. Good. So we have local date and local time. Okay, which is a string, local date, and also string local time. Okay. Local date goes here, and it is, come on. And also we have the,
I think it's best if you respect the naming convention, yeah, of Dart, which is camel case. Would be a good practice.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. Okay, so event date here is going down, and now, oops. Yeah, we have to request this from the controller, from the constructor, sorry, controller. Okay. Do we need anything else? We need the ID for future use. string. Okay, so we have ID is equal JSON of ID. So ID, name, description, status, local time and time. I don't know, guys. Do you feel like I missed something? Well, we can add more info, but this is online event can be nice to have. So I think we need to cast this. How can I cast a Boolean dot? Oh my god, I'm so stupid sometimes. It is I don't what? No.
What are you trying to do?
To cast a Boolean from sorry?
Cast a Boolean from
I don't know if the API sends me. So I have, it is a Boolean actually into the response of the API here. And I need to make the cast here from JSON.
You can
as at the end of the line you say JSON of whatever. JSON of whatever as.
Oh, it's as.
No, it's with space, like space as Boolean.
Oh. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Yeah, sometimes.
And don't forget about the camel case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We feel like you know a little, you know, those pictures with one man doing the job and 10 people
Also known as peer programming.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
hey,
is purely
you
me.
missed the spot.
Yeah, so I have moments when I'm looking for, I don't know, comparing stuff, and but this, I think, I don't know, is there any full stack developer here?
Wanna be? Why?
Kind of, yes.
Because you have to jump over multiple programming languages, you know, and I simply can't get so much details into my head. So I have this when I'm going actually from PHP to JavaScript. This is crazy because I'm looking for web, like I don't know, find an element into array JavaScript. I forget everything, you know, by switching the languages.
After some time, it becomes implementation detail, so it will not bother you anymore.
There are 7 years of doing the same job. I think I have a problem. Yeah, probably.
But look, this conversion from JSON usually it's called it should be done automatically. So you should have a plugin for that. You should have an open API specification for that. Have a plugin to generate the going to JSON and from JSON. And you shouldn't be writing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, there is a converter, so you can paste actually everything and gives you everything. But I wanted to be like professional developer.
Hardcore purist developer. No plugin, no nothing.
Yeah.
But then you should use Vim or Emacs, you know.
Yeah. And also try to convert from a Visual Basic language to a basic language actually into Dart to make like to be hard and to write assembly language direct. Yeah. So we take all the parameters here. This is online event. Okay. Good. So. 1 second. Okay. Let's go here, and instead of this future delayed, let's try to make this call and then get all the events. It seems like somewhere over the rainbow there is an error. Yeah. Okay. So as Adrian teach me last time, you don't have to restart the whole app. You can go back and reload the widget. Well, I think there's an error or something. Yeah. What? They're still asking for event name. Oh, I don't know.
But you can still have the reload and hot reload, right?
Yeah. So I'm doing this hot reload, but it takes from the starting point, and Adrian was like, go back into the menu and reload the screen.
That's a hot restart, not hot reload.
Hot restart. Yeah, everything is hot actually.
Yeah, Flutter is so hot now.
Yeah. 5 seconds. So yeah, there's an error. So let's go and try to. I don't know. Probably we need to actually to make this work instead. Oh, probably yeah. Having this from JSON file and trying to find these details here, having them with another name, this goes to something null into. So let's go. Yeah, so we have to provide here default values. Yeah. So is there is empty?
No, you have to put you use the ternary operator, right? You add the
This
question
is
mark.
what I what I want to write here.
But no,
This
just
can
add
be
the,
null actually, no?
yeah, just add the question mark.
Let's be like different than null. And
No. Just
you
add
can
the
go
question mark. One question mark.
Okay, and
then
here is like JSON ID. And
yeah,
the
it's the
other will
same.
be like, okay.
Default, yeah.
Okay. I remember how, and we need to put this like this, and here is as bool, probably.
Yeah.
Mm.
And instead of 2 quotes, you need to add false at the end of the, yep, that one.
Oh yeah,
default.
Thank you.
No problem. Can you make the font a little bit bigger? I'm kind
Sure,
of
definitely.
kind of old and
whoa. No, it's not. It is not because you're old. It is because the font is small and my screen is actually very big. No, I'm joking. Okay, this is it. Hot restart.
hey.
This is the moment. Oh. 2, 3, 4, 5, error. This is another error. What's the error here? Type null is not a subtype of type bool.
Why don't you start in debug mode, for example?
Why I'm not passing this here true? No?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
But
He was trying to cast this. Oh, no. Hmm.
You are trying to use a nullable expression as an expression. I mean, is online event is an object. It doesn't really know if it's a Boolean or not. You have to you have to cast it if if it exists or
Well,
no, or use the null. Sorry for my
I sent you in the chat the correct way to do a from JSON with null type in dot.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah, but
you have
that's
to
for
use
string.
you have it works also for bools and for everything. So
yeah, sure. Let's try.
no.
you can use the default value to false instead of the string.
Yeah, but
instead of the empty
then
string.
you need to cast it. So in this situation, if you go like, this is what you want to say.
Mhm.
Is online event should definitely be Boolean. So if you are not passing it like a Boolean, it will crash. So this is why we cast it, we check it on null. So if it is null, or if it is not, if it is null.
Yeah, you first check if
it
it's
is not
null. If
Yeah,
it's null.
and then you can pass false.
If it's not null, you should cast it as Boolean. If it's null, you should return it as null.
But the problem is that at ID.
Or false. Oh, at ID.
We are discussing about this online event, but the problem seems to be here. So
type null is not a subtype of type bool. That's strange.
yeah, so we need to pass this. No? Am I right?
Yeah.
So we need to specifically compare with null to have.
Yeah, but if you do the double question marks, then it's default comparing it to null. If you leave it like
okay,
it's different than null, it will actually quick fix it for you with double
we do this
question marks.
together. Like this, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, how is this called? So I know that is ternary operator, but this is like short ternary operator.
Or check for nullability.
Oh, this is Dart specific. Okay, yeah. And here is okay, yeah? Is it right? Or here we can go like this. Huh? Yeah, I think.
But you shouldn't get the true, you should get the state of the online event.
No, that is a response, look.
Yeah, but it could be false and you're defaulting it to true if it's not null. The true value should be JSON, or you have like the value.
Yeah, so it is this as bool back. Let's see. Good news, it works. It worked actually.
I think you should still leave the comparison with not there. Before, yeah. That compare it with.
If it's not null, then you can pass it. Otherwise, it's false by default. Yeah, I get it.
I was just saying that it's not true as the default value, but it's the actual value.
Let's see. Now, it's now or never, guys. Good. High five. Okay, good. Let's get into that request now. So, I don't know. Let's create a helper folder here, helpers. I don't really know if we'll be going forward with more helpers, but we can use this. we can create this class called network for our needs. We have to be really careful on what imports we introduce. So let's set up here static URL. Which is, let's get the URL from here. No, not events. This is the URL. And let's create static. Okay, I don't know, for having HTTP requests, we need to have a package in place. I think we introduced it into our first session, but something happened and we don't have it here. So let's add a new package. It's called HTTP. HTTP is actually the package that helps us to make HTTP requests. By default, I saw they are saying into the example, I think, that you need, oh no, they're not saying this anymore. So they are introducing the permission for internet into Android by default. This is what I wanted to mention. So we take this package from here and we put it here. Okay. And also let's import this package into network. I don't know. I saw in all the tutorials, they are doing this renaming, but especially for this package. So yeah, let's create a method here, which is a static future HTTP response, because this is what we expect. And here we have load events. Okay. And let's create here an endpoint, which is events. Okay, and now we can return an HTTP get, which is URI parse of the URL of this URL here, and also the endpoint. Okay, and we don't have any body here, and we don't have any headers here. We just have to call the load events method. So into our events screen, instead of this feature, let's await load events. But we need to import the, oh no, this is static, if I remember exactly. We especially made it static. Don't want to create any instance for this. So it's network from our package load events. Yay. So we have, one second, response here, which is response equal. Okay, and let's print this response body to see if we have the events. If we have the events, clear the debugging console and going back to the drawer, clicking on the drawer and clicking on to events options, and we have an answer. Yay. Okay, so this is our string, our JSON string. What I haven't tested yet is if we go for a group that doesn't exist. We have 404, so it seems like their API follow some standards, some right standards. So let's go and make this verification here. If response that status code, it's 200. This means like we have an OK request. And yeah, we can set up here a small to do. Reads the error. Okay. We don't need this anymore. And we can create this list here, list dynamic events. We have to set up this globally. So response.body, we pass the response that is JSON to our list of events. I would like to create this list of events. Oh no, we can move the set state method here. So what we expect now is on the next request to have the title of the upcoming events for GDG meetup. Let's see. Oh, I hot restarted yet again. This is like something like I can get rid of. Loading. Too much loading. Yay. Okay, so we have this session, we have all these data into our list. Let's go and update a little this method, load events, and we can go for a string status, which is by default upcoming. What did I do? Name parameters might be. Oh, how can I pass this as default?
You have to set it as optional. Use square brackets. Square brackets.
Oh, okay.
Or curly brackets, depending on how if you want positional or named parameters.
So there's string status equals upcoming. Good. And here after, well, this is a really interesting thing. So we need to update the, I don't know. So there are different ways that a server can parse the request. You can send actually the data into the URL, or also you can send it into the body of the request. Let's create here a list of strings, which is body. Okay. What? Oh, I have to cast it, and I totally forgot how. I have to put this again.
No, you are using the curly brackets.
Yeah.
Instead of the straight brackets. Straight back.
Yeah, because
curly
it's a
brace.
list, not a map. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Totally get it. So yeah, but I think this is a map here, not a list. So I was somewhere in the middle. Okay. Because we need if this. Okay, we can go status. Okay, and we can send this body here. Oh no, sorry. Here. Come on. Oh, in a body. Ah, this is it. Isn't it? Why am I doing it wrong? So, oh, actually I can send this. I should send this into a post request. The body is not, yeah. So the get method is taking just the headers and the URL. So I have to parse this into the URL. Okay. Like this, which is ugly. Is like very ugly. So we are professional here. We don't do this, but yeah. Okay, so now we have the status here. And if we go here and make the request load event with status for a string, which is upcoming, and also past, we need to have all the list in place. Let's see. Okay, so those are all the events from. Oh, this feels nice when you have a response in actually work. What do you think, guys? Are you still there?
Yes, we are here.
Yeah. Implementing it.
You get the same excitement as I am having now? Woohoo! Let's add some more data to this list. So we have to update this. Do you guys want to get rid about this top bar, or we can still use it?
Leave it, I think.
Leave it. Thank you. I will leave it. So we have this list style here. Okay, probably we need to pass a container. Yeah, so let's go for container. And I think we should pass it to a gesture detector widget, gesture detector, because we need to go on tap for it. So on.
But list style already had on pressed method.
Yeah, but can I go for this list style to, because I want to add more info here?
Yeah, you can use a subtitle. You can add a column in the title widget. The title takes a widget, so you can use whatever widget you can
very
think
much.
of.
Okay.
And then also have call on press on tap or on long press.
Let's pass an int function here. Print tap, and also I want the ID here, because we'll be passing this to the other screen. Come on. Okay, and we have this ID. What happened here? Oh, okay. So do you trust me directly? The argument can be assigned. Oh.
You can do the following thing. You can use a string interpolation, if you know what it is. Okay, so after inside the string,
yeah,
cut that part of the code.
And I'm setting it with dollar and
dollar curly brackets. Put the code inside the curly brackets.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
it's
this single
for one variable, but when you have multiples like that, you need curly brackets.
So probably I don't need curly brackets for now. It will work like that. No?
It works.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
It's my body.
If you have just name or ID, you didn't need the curly brackets. But when you have event objects of index.id you needed.
Yeah, because okay, probably because it is more complex and he needs to follow
Yeah.
the rule. Yeah. So I was learning, in a course about string interpolation. I did it, but I never used it. Oh my God. Okay. What should we add here? Let's see on the subtitle. Let's add a new text, which is this event date or something. Okay, let's go for local date. Can I add a row here?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And then we get the children property here, and we have this. And let's add the local time as well.
You can also add widget at the end or at the front with leading or trail.
Good. Oh, we need to pass a size box. I don't know if probably we need to concatenate this. It feels like over-engineered what I'm doing here. You know, concatenating this is faster.
Oh yeah, you could have put it in a string altogether. Also use string interpolation.
Yeah. This is a perfect way to use string interpolation. The perfect moment, no? So I have this.
Yeah.
And I put a space here, and I also have this. Perfect. And this local time should be here. And now this feels like okay. So we have the date. What should we put here? Is online? Can we put here online? What other properties do we have on the list style?
Description,
is
status. History line. Yeah, if you add a lot more content on the vertical axis, so it doesn't try to suppress the content.
Yeah, let's put this to see what happens. Is tree line true? Certainly true. Nah.
Yeah, if you look at add more space. Huh?
So, but we don't need it. So yeah, visual density on top. Okay. Okay. So we have the description. I said, let's see onto our model class. We have the description. We can put this online event, and yeah, let's do this. So we have this text here, and also let's add a new text. Okay, and we do like is online, and now we can pass here is online event. If it's so online, if it's not, no.
Offline.
Offline, yeah. I think this is important. Oh, offline, come on. Condition must have a static type of bool. So what should I go for?
Add an exclamation mark.
We have to cast it again.
It's nullable, and that's why. Add an exclamation mark at the end.
No, probably on the
Huh?
at the end. No, I think here. No.
There's something went wrong with it.
I think like we need to compare it.
Oh,
No, put
no,
an
no.
exclamation mark at the end of is online event.
No. I think it's because you are trying to concatenate a string. It's trying to.
Oh, yeah. So can I do like this?
Yeah.
Cool. And this should work. Nah, it's not working. Okay. And yeah, and here let's pass the main axis alignment with main axis alignment space between. Come on, guys. Isn't it great?
Yay!
Was it Claudio? Claudio, you did.
Yes, yes. I'm cheering up with you.
Yeah, and Linus is clapping, so yeah. Okay, let's create the event page and then we can declare this session a success. So not in the model. Sorry, lib. Into the screens folder, we create a new screen which is called event screen. Okay. Excuse me 1 second.
If you want to get rid of the string concatenation, you can do it from the chat.
You can do it. You can do anything you want. Well, instead the plus you put dollar in this case.
No, it's just it's a single string.
Yeah, string interpolation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't it almost the same effort in this case?
No.
Let's see. So I'm replacing this with what? With this. So
Yeah, but the
second.
thing is that you'll at least from my experience, you'll notice more string interpolation in Flutter developers than using concatenations. So
yeah, it seems pretty clear to see.
And in Kotlin as well. It's a thing that comes from Kotlin.
Yeah, I always use the string interpolation instead of concatenation.
Great. What is this? The event screen? It is probably it is a stateless widget. Let's do it like a stateless widget. I think we can do it like a stateless widget.
You can convert it then if you need to.
Yeah, but I don't want to convert. I want to be a stateless until the end. Actually, it will be the only stateless widget in this app. I know using block and this stuff, you actually can create just stateless widgets, but I'm far away from that. So let's see for the event screen, what did we use? So I think we have, no, onto the event screen, let's go for a scaffold here. And also we can add an app bar. Yeah, this app bar will be having an app bar actually. Okay, and let's put here a final string title. And here we can go for making this title required. I think I can go with underscore.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
Why did you bother to delete all that key and not let it like that and just press Control and dot and it automatically does the work for you.
Okay, so
String final title, and then you will see under the event screen
okay, command
an
back.
error. No. Yeah, you make the
Sorry.
string title, and then under the event screen, the yes, just press Ctrl and plus, and now again, yes, you have done it properly. But
Yeah,
okay.
I know about this. I don't know, it is not in my behavior. So I'm clicking this and then I'm clicking it again and at the required keyword. No?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
That's why I ask you, why are you doing this? You want to remove the key word or the
Yeah, you can remove it without any problem. I'm usually not using
It's just a habit. It's just a habit to make the constructor again. Okay, I understand.
Yeah. So yeah.
By the way, if you want to use a simple tip, if you want to use the quick fix shortcut, you don't have to actually have the cursor on the exact word. You can have it on the same line anywhere, but at the same line with the error, and you can control point and fix it.
I think in some cases you should point to the need that you need actually. So I saw differences sometimes. I don't exactly have this feeling that anytime I'm going on a line, it will bear me to exactly where I need to. So for example, if I want to convert a widget, I don't know, I want to wrap it, I want to fix something on a widget. Oh no. So don't consider what I'm telling right now.
No, I was speaking strictly about errors in the code.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we passed the title. Let's see. So okay, let's go to our main file and create a new route here, which is an event. We'll be popping this event to our widget tree. Okay, I made a mistake, so I need to put this here and also here, and add a comma, and event goes to the event screen. Well, this is interesting because how would we pass the title to this route? I never did that. So I need, guys, are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are arguments you can use.
Probably using in Navigator or something.
Yeah.
Navigator.
Push
name. Okay, and
you have arguments.
Oh my god, this is so helpful. Event, and then you can pass title like this, or what is this argument? It is an object of arguments.
Yeah, you can pass the ID directly, or on the title or the event model, and use the event model.
Oh, okay. Can I use the event model actually?
Yeah, because it receives an object, and there you cast it. Oh, I think it's named.
Yeah, so I need to pass this title. Let's see. Navigator push arguments. Pass arguments to named route. Okay, so we have this route here. Okay. And where's the navigator? Push name context. Okay, so they created this argument screen. Let's see. Oh, okay. You said like we can pass this. Sorry.
Yeah.
uh,
To retrieve it, I forgot how
and
to do it.
here we pass the key title.
Not exactly.
No. Well, it's required here. So
There you can type like title.
yeah.
Give a default value.
And pass the default value. Okay, let's see. No, it doesn't work.
No.
So let's follow here what they said. So define the arguments you need to pass. Okay.
Okay, good.
So this is our event model in this case, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Create a widget that extracts the arguments. So in our screen, we need to model route of context and then go to.
Oh, I think you can do. Let me think. I think I have a project which used named arguments. Yeah, basically, I think you can use model of context, model route of context, or how it was there. 1 second.
Okay,
I have.
So let's see. Sure, please go ahead and help us. We can take these arguments here into our event screen. So into our build method, widget build method, we can go for not screen arguments. This is like the event.
Okay.
Isn't it? It seems to be. So, okay. And then this is the named route. Okay, this is good. We have this already. And when we pass push name, we pass the context, the route name, perfect. This is a nice way to set up the route names. So yeah, I will do it in the future. And we can pass these arguments. So it seems like all that we have to do more here is to go for creating an event of but this event should have the property title in it. So event, yeah, it is name. So let's go in our screen, event screen, and put here name instead of title.
Why do you cast it to event?
Oh, we take from here args.name. Sorry.
Why do you cast cast the argument to event? Oh, you made an event object.
Yeah. So following the example here, let's follow it again. Don't want to make any mistakes. So they said like this. They created this arguments file, which is definitely our model. We have the same. Yeah. So this is the event class.
Yeah.
Okay. So then they are having this class here with the route name, and here they are passing. They are taking the arguments from the model and then passing them to the right way. So if here in our event screen we have to take like arguments,
okay.
Title, yeah. What I don't know is how they are not having any error here. The getter title is defined, isn't defined for type event. Oh,
because it's called name.
Name, sorry. And again.
Well, you have event model, not event.
Yeah, sorry.
That's why I was asking. Looks strange.
Okay,
And
the name event model is a type. What?
yeah, import it.
Oh, sorry. Import the model. Okay. And as okay, we can put default value here. And now we have an event model. This was the error. Thank you. So we take the event objects. Okay. And into the screen, we don't need to take anything from the constructor now. This is very interesting. Okay, so now it should work. Let's go and find out.
You still have an error on main.
I have an error on main. Yeah, trying to pass this argument. So we are into the events screen, passing the name.
Like, why didn't you pass the entire events object index instead of making a new object only with new?
Sure, yeah. Definitely. Okay. Okay.
You have an error in the code
Okay.
on line 1 event screen.
It's probably importing a library that we are not using. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see again.
Hot reload was rejected. Const class. Okay, do a hot restart. Restart.
You are allowing me actually to do a hot restart, Adrian. It's the first time when you agree to.
Once in a while, you.
Tap.
Yeah, nice. Good. And I think we will be on time actually. Okay, so what do we need more? Let's render this, that is HTML from the description. So I found that HTML Flutter package, which is like simple to use. So you actually pass HTML and it works. So is this the, I don't know exactly if this is the best package, but we need to give it a try. So we have this HTML package installed, and into the event screen, let's, oh, and now we have all the properties. So this is like very nice to use and to pass data from another widget to one widget to another.
Andrei, when you import a new package using PubSpec, you should close the app, get packages, and then restart the app. I don't think it works.
Let's see. I'm not restarting it, you know?
Okay.
Let's see. So if it will take to restart, then yeah. Document, what? No, this is not the library that I'm looking for, sorry. It was probably the package of the week. Oh my God. So show more here. No, this is it. But you know, it's parsing this and then it print. Ah, 1 second. I have it into an app. 1 second. So it is in pubspec.yaml. It is called Flutter HTML. It is version 2. So this is it, Flutter HTML. Installing it. Okay. So I installed a new package. I still version solving failed because Flutter HTML no safe depends on Flutter SVG. Seriously? Flutter depends on okay, and everybody is depending on something. So because Flutter version solving failed, probably we need to update this. Let's see. Flutter hub add Flutter SVG. And now should work. It seems like another version. Is this working? What? What is that here? Do you guys know about this generated plugin registrant? So Flutter clean. We can get rid of this file. No. I don't know. I'm deleting it.
No, it's automated. It automatically generated by Flutter.
This is why I deleted it. Okay, so it seems like we are not having any more errors. Sorry. No. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so it expects this. Let's be like. Okay, now this file is good. So this is why I was deleting it. And you know, I restarted the app. So okay, let's go here, and we have this event. We can load this event here. Okay, so this package is very simple to use. You have to actually, this is the HTML data, and you can apply styling even in Flutter for the HTML that you get. Okay, and where is it? So they are parsing it with HTML, I think. A bar HTML, okay, and you pass the HTML data, and also if you want some styling, and I don't know what those are. So let's pass here into the event. We have a container with a child of HTML. Okay, and data is args at description. Good. I don't know if it is loading any images. Yeah, so we don't have any images. But isn't it great? So we have HTML into the app. Okay, let's write here like remove this widget. Or no, we can add this to a column. And here we can set up a text, which is description. Okay. I think I can align this with styling. a text style here with text align property. Oh no, it is directly text align, which is a text align left. Or we can wrap it into a line widget with alignment property, which is alignment center left. Ta-da. Okay, but here I want a text style. We make this bold text.
It's style, the property.
Oh, sorry, yeah. And we have font weight, which is font weight that doesn't look so nice, but main axis alignment here. It's main axis alignment center. We have the title. Yeah, we need to arrange the data to look good. So let's add a few more rows. So we have description, date, and is online. And is online. Yeah, I will be, this is not really nice to do, but I want to end up this event and maybe we can fine tune some, we can go fine tuning this into the next session. So this is like, come on. I'm doing like this and like this and like this, and I'm going for $, and then args that local date. Isn't it right? It is. And also local time. What?
The dollar should be before the curly braces.
Sorry. Thank you. They should put $1 in the curly brackets as well. Okay. Is online is now, so I will add this into the text above. I just refuse to have so many lines. Probably we needed a column there. So date. Okay, this is good. Date is online. We have again the casting that Voicu gave us. So where is it? This is the best casting ever. Not casting, interpolation. Okay, good. And here we have args. Okay, is online, offline. Event is okay, and we have the description. Let's set up this into, I don't know, start. Doesn't look so nice. Leave it in start. But
Give it
I
to a
think,
designer. They'll tell you what to do with it.
you know, we had on a meeting, we had Alex Poduraru, and we created a really nice app. We worked a lot on integrating the API. We developed actually the API, the app, we presented it. And one of my questions to Alex was, Alex Poduraru, which is like the CEO of Creative Team, which are creating designs. And I was like, Alex, what do you think? What do you think about our app? And he was like, yeah, probably it works well, but it looks ugly.
Exited the
Directly.
room.
Yeah. So you have to make it look good. Claudio, what's that link into the chat? Hmm?
That's a nice package, a nice extension for Visual Studio Code.
Yeah, let's install it. PubSpec assist. Oh, yeah. I have it already, guys. Come on.
So you can use Command Shift P
I'm
and add.
okay, and so I
You
installed
just
a
type
lot
the
of
name
it.
anywhere you want. You just type PubSpec.
PubSpec assist. Okay.
And you just type the name of the dependency. So
All.
it's like Flutter HTML.
Flutter
_HTML, and it fetches you the latest version and the dependencies.
Great, guys. Thank you very much for this.
By the way, also about dependencies, if you don't know, in the newer version of the Flutter plugin for Flutter extension for Visual Studio Code, you can add dependencies from the dependency, how to say, tab. If you look in the left side on the bottom, yeah, you have dependencies. At the bottom, you have dependencies and you have a plus there. You can click direct dependencies and you can add whatever package you want.
Okay.
Okay. And also you have access on anything that you... yeah, because those are the dependencies that you actually downloaded, no?
Yeah.
There should be somewhere. Okay. I would love to do something more like loading the images from an event. So what do you think? We have 10 more minutes. Do you want to do it today or next time? So please raise your hand if you want to do it today. Okay. Probably guys, you're tired. So we are 1, 2, 3. So we are equal. Yeah, and because we finished our time. So okay. So yeah, let's go and integrate those images. Come on, really fast, really fast. So events, I think we can call this photos endpoint. Perfect. Let's go a little into the API documentation. I think I found that into the photos. So we have get photos and the event ID, I think. Let's see, there was description here. Photos, and you can pass the event ID. Okay, let's see. Photos and event ID. Oh, yeah, event ID equals equals what? So let's get all the events, and I'll be adding this to a new tab. Okay, and we can take a workshop like OpenGDG and pass the event ID here. Okay, those are images. All of those are images. And let's do it really fast. We can create a class like, or yeah, a model which will be photo model. Okay, this will be a class called photo model. Okay, and we take just one property from here, which will be the photo link, I think. So we have string photo link. I know, Adrian, I know. Okay.
Good.
Okay, and we also have this photo model from JSON. Okay, and I think we need to pass here the JSON object. I want to look at the event model. Okay, this is the map. So we have a map with string and also dynamics, dynamic with or D, JSON. Okay, I forgot something. No, so we have photo link. Equals JSON. And this is the property here. Okay. Otherwise is, can we do and make this? No. Nah. But I want to set it up, but no. Okay, so this works because basically we'll be checking it null on photo link. It is risky, no?
Null safety with null.
Let's go. Oh, like this. Into our network class, we'll be adding a new feature for getting the photos. Load photos, and we pass here event ID, which will be basically required. Can we go like required? Okay. And after that, here we have like photos. Okay. Event ID, which is our event ID. And yeah, this is it. Okay. In our event screen, then we'll be calling this. So yeah, we had a stateless widget until now. Now we need to go go stateful. Here in our init state, we go and create what should we create? So let's take this exactly as it is and convert it. So okay, probably we need to set up the Boolean for is loaded also. Okay, response, it will be a dependence of HTTP, network is network. Okay, load photos for event ID, which will be our args.id. What happened here? Okay. But it is the same context even into the init state, no? Am I right?
What? Sorry, I was implementing the code. What did you ask?
So we have the arguments here into the build method, but I want to pass it into the init state, and I feel like we have the same context here.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
it's okay.
Oh, well, should I copy it and this is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. But you have also arguments there in the build context.
Yeah, so let's
In the build method.
final args must be initialized.
Make it late final.
Or I don't know what is this? This is a model route. But as is casting, so this means like it is an even model.
No, put the cursor on the arguments object.
Okay, too many red lines.
No, after at the end. Oh, no. You can put it at args. What type? Oh,
okay,
yeah.
it is an even model. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, late. And the arguments here. Okay, and here we don't have to declare it anymore. And then the argument types can be assigned. Okay.
So what's the problem? Args.
Isn't
Yeah,
this
you can do the double question mark
double question mark and
an empty string. It will return an error then.
well, I need to pass the null here.
Why?
Well, I don't want. Oh, okay.
If there will be no event, then it will not return an object.
Okay. Here we need to fix this here. So yes. And event subject. No, here is like okay. We need now to have the photos. Sorry. Okay, let's create a list of photos. Model, which is photos equals empty. Okay, and these photos are taking these photos here, photos, map event model, which is here is like photo model from JSON. Okay. No, I'm just restarting it. So. Come on. What?
Do a hot restart and try again.
I did it.
Oh. So which one? Depending on what's called before event screen state.
I think you use load data. No, it's okay. Sorry, I didn't see that you changed the network to load photo.
So depend on inherited widget of exact type or was called before event screen state. Depend on.
Yeah,
So,
I think it's about the model route of context. That's the issue. But it doesn't work that way. No, I know for sure.
Why? It should
because
work.
The context is created after superunit state.
Okay, yeah. So we need to pass the arguments back. And I don't know, making the call after the widget was initially loaded somehow.
You can use a future builder, I think. I'm trying to implement it with future builder. But it doesn't work. Huh?
So yeah, I'll be moving this to the build method. Like, let's see. I just want to see what happens if it explodes. Print. What is that? Response. Okay, so, and I will do this into the build method. I don't know what I'm doing. So basically, I don't know, it happened something. Oh, guys,
It worked.
It took the images, but what? How? This, okay, I will make this final again. I will take it before the initialization of the app. Let's delete this here, but I don't get it. Why is rendering the pictures now? Oh no, the HTML container is actually rendering pictures when founds pictures. So
GDG Fresh has image, I saw.
GDG Fresh, yeah.
You can wrap it in a single child scroll view.
Convert. No.
Child scroll view. And you have an error in the code.
What's the error? Where?
Up there.
It asks for these arguments. Look what I'm doing here.
Yes, you have deleted the late event.
Because there was an error with this late arguments, but yeah, I feel like, let's see if there's there again, args, which is an event model. Oh, sorry. This way. Okay, so let's see. Good. Okay, so basically we try to add images from, no, so this is an event image. This one, where is fresh, GDG Fresh? This is the event image. Probably. Let's see on our Flutter session. No, there is not. For my curiosity, if we go for our meetup tag, because they seems like they are importing the events through a tool, if I remember exactly, but let's get a pure Flutter meetup event that we created. So let's go to the network, change the endpoint here, refresh it. So it is there is an error, you see, about that late arguments. You see it. One second. But what happened? How this is possible? It took the events from the same meetup. Is there any caching into Flutter? Okay.
Not really.
So yeah, they included the images. Those are our events from the page. Really nice formatted. Yeah. Okay, let's add the images. So this late word here, I see a lot of errors for this late call that we are doing. So probably we need to fix that. Okay. Is loaded isn't used. We call this, we take all the pictures, and after init app is done, we rebuild the same. So this is a problem. We can't call init app into the build method because from my point of view, it will render continuously. Am I right?
You can do something else. For example, you can use before equal two question marks, but you have to make the args object as nullable.
Not really getting it. I want to, so there should be a way for this to be into the init state. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can set up something like this. So bool has no we can. I was thinking to wait for loading the arguments and then initializing the app. Or yeah, we can use this loaded. We can use this loaded. No? Yeah, we can use actually is loaded. So if it's not loaded, we can call this, which is like init app, which is, let's take this. Okay, init app. Probably we should rename this. So if it is not loaded, we can init app. Okay, this is an await. It will wait for a response. This means like after that we can put it true.
No, it will not wait for response. It's asynchronous, so it will skip.
It waits. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, we already have this loaded through here.
Okay.
Okay, so this means like it will wait for pictures. Let's give it a try. Well. Okay, events. What? I think I did something wrong here. What? It's not finding any events right now. Isn't it strange? It is the same URL.
Booga booga.
Well, you had 99 bugs, now you have 100.
Yeah.
No, this is it because we don't. Oh, no, we have this load photos. Everything is okay. Did they close the API?
No, it works for me.
Works on my machine.
Ah, we have an error here. But what credentials actually? Because we are not using any credentials.
Ooh.
Well, maybe they have some limits on the REST APIs.
Yeah, but I don't have any credentials. Probably on my IP address.
Maybe you are making too many calls to the API.
Or you made too many calls having it in the
Well, this is
build.
what they say. Credentials have been result more than.
Can
the
you go
router.
back to the code a bit? Yeah, to the event screen. It's noted.
Yeah, no, this is good actually. What we did, I think it works. It loads, it builds the widget, it starts loading the API, and then it's loaded. It will be true, and everything, everybody's happy.
Can you add a print in the init app so we can see how many times is it called? If is it called more than once?
But we have
no inside init app. Inside init app. I just
but he's not even getting to the event screen.
Yeah, so we have the problem here into the.
Yeah, it could be the IP.
So yeah,
that
this means like we have to finish this next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Meetup. You're such a nice API.
Maybe until then you get your access token.
Maybe they send me the access token, you know, and they say like, Alex, don't use the REST API anymore. Use the access token. No, still pending. Okay, guys. Are there any, I don't know, questions or any opinions about what we did today?
Yeah, I think you can try with the stream builder next time.
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
Well, the point is that it works, right? It was working, just some issue from the meetup. So my question quickly, Alex, is that, so we don't need a pro account to access to all the meetup group information. You don't need that, right? Based on what you did here today.
Well, yeah, but you see there are limitations on making requests. So probably we need that if you want to go like production without having limits for that API, probably you need that subscription. Yeah.
Not find a web archive of a website where the documentation for the APIs are, for the REST APIs are.
That is actually a good hack, right? That is actually something I learned the most, which is you're able to get back to find the hidden treasure, right? Somewhere there, you know, and you can solve some problem here. So, but pro accounts are ridiculous expensive. I mean, that's so. But I guess your demonstrated point of how the API to Meetup work, which is very important, and I really learned a lot. I thank you very much for that. But you know, it applied to all other API potential you'll be using, right? So, so if you like, I can share that. You know, some of the. I recently documented all the API call to the popular accounting, financial, point of sales, and the CRM package, you know, like QuickBook, Quickens, you know, Square. And one of my member also put together a Flutter package, so make it a lot easier. So that's something, if you like, I can share that in the chat, and you can
Sure.
have. Okay. In the future, if you do get into API for those popular financial package, okay, so I'm gonna put it right here. So if you're more than welcome to check it out.
Thank you very much for sharing it.
Okay, yeah, so I put, so you can click on that one, take you directly to the Flutter. He did also a sample app, and also create all the, make all the API easier, because a lot of websites like what you show a Meetup website, it's not really friendly, so if as a Flutter developer, you can make it a lot easier. So, but he's very good. He did a very good job with that. So I like to share that if you allow me.
Thank you very much, for sure. So Linus, are you actually a developer on Flutter? Or?
I'm actually on a scale 1 to 10, 1 being a beginner and 10 being a guru. I consider myself a 2. But I run a lot of events. I run hackathons, so I help other people to learn. So I spend too much time running event and less time doing my own work here. But I do plan to move my level from 2 to maybe 5 by the end of this year here. But you did a good job here. I went to a lot of the festival and they explain things which are very difficult to understand. But even though you did almost 2.5 hours, I can understand like 85% of that, which is good. I'm very actually proud of myself. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Well, thanks to other people help too. I say you have so many people that are all very, very experienced. So they chip in. I think this is a try and error collaboration in real time. I've never done that before. I think that's pretty brave, by the way, Alex.
Thank you very much. Yeah, this is the only advantage that I give to this community, because I'm stupid and I'm doing my best to accomplish the goal. This is the way. So the boring show?
The boring show?
The boring show, yeah, on YouTube.
I think I might heard about.
Yeah, so the founder of this show, The Boring Show, is one of the most iconical persons in the Flutter community, and they actually started the show in which they stayed like hours to solve something that they didn't know how to solve it. They didn't know how to approach it, and this is the way that they discovered Flutter.
Oh, okay.
So they were like, okay, we need to build a mobile app. We have this idea. Okay, do you know how to build a mobile app? Oh, no, I don't know how to program. Do you know? No. Okay, let's start from, and they actually streamed all the process of staying frustrated because you don't get it. You don't really know where to start it, like me with the GraphQL today. And they actually, because I think there are 2 persons, and one of them became the most iconical person into Flutter community, the global community, and he is now very fluent in Flutter. He can actually explain a lot from what Flutter stands, and yeah, this is very, very nice, a really nice approach. And they had like thousands of people watching hours live streaming, trying to figure out how to fix that. Yeah, it is very helpful, and it helps me to learn very much, So
yeah, I'd be happy to send you a Flutter t-shirt. Sure. I made. It's called it has, of course, the other logo too. So it's actually it's in Hawaiian called Kaikua Ana. Meaning older sibling helping the younger sibling, meaning also people with more experience can help the people with less experience, right? So I think that's good, because that's the whole Flutter community is doing that. I think I don't see anything in the iOS or Android or even Kotlin, but Flutter has the best spirits, So. I'll send it to you. If you, I don't like the shirt and people like that too, we make this. So if you want it, I can send it to you.
Look, I don't want to be rude or something. Send me two, one for me and one for community, and I will be giving.
Yeah,
as a
I can
prize for the
send.
community.
I can since well, shipping to Romanian is not that easy, so I will ship one for you and the other one extra one. I also made a one in Japanese, so it looks pretty good front and back. So, but just don't show too much of Flutter because I may have infringed their logo or something like that. Your, I believe, it's official Flutter T-shirt.
This is
Mine is the one I made it myself here. So yeah, I will send four to you. Okay, so later on you just text me or email me the address. I will mail it to you.
Yeah, I have here like Voiku is very on spot, and he sent me your LinkedIn profile. I don't know if we can connect. It asks me for a premium account. Everybody is asking for pro, but I would love to connect more, and maybe we can get together in a future meetup as well.
Oh yes, of course.
I would definitely love the t-shirts. Yeah, and if you are so involved into Flutter community, I will send you Sarah contact, because if you like create meetups, they are like creating this global Flutter meetup group in which we were involved. I don't know, starting from February or from I don't know, last year in October or something. So they they officialized all the Flutter events and communities into one single name, you know?
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, I apply for it. They ignore me so far because I'm so kind of new. So, but yeah, I'd love to join that. I think that it's a great community. If they validate you, that would be good. But I'm not sure I went to the right channel. So I didn't get approved yet, or didn't even get any response. But I just started, so I'm pretty sure they were taking notice. I've been working on this for a couple of years already. Yeah.
So they're taking very good care about people that are involved into Flutter. And by the way, guys, we always we're serving for help here, so we don't want to miss any event in any month, but sometimes get harder. So if anybody wants to volunteer with us, there are always spots. I will give you guys my email address, and also Linus, feel free to connect with me here and let's discuss further. Maybe we can, I don't know, we can share some speaking meetups in the future. And also,
okay, let me save it here.
Good. So this I want to close the session. We can stay a little more. So this was the session 4 on Flutter Meetup on Flutter Festival 2022 from Romania, with love and Flutter love. Yeah, I always have Dash with me here. So see you next time. This means next week. And thank you very much for watching this video, probably, and you guys for being here and supporting me to create this app. So have a nice evening. Bye.